Our main goal in the distribution of toilets in underdeveloped countries is to provide access to basic sanitation. In Central Africa, the amount of people without access to basic sanitation extends to over 75%, which is why they need the toilets most. Due to us being financed through donations, we need to make our processes as cost efficient as possible. We do this by using ship freight due to it being the cheapest way of moving goods. We also aim to use full containers to make optimal use of our capacities. From the ports, we are mainly going to use trucks to transport the toilets due to the lack of railways in Central Africa. Our goal is to place toilets where they are most needed, which is why we cooperate with local organizations, because they know where the toilets are needed the most. Our long-term goal is to train locals in maintenance and minor repairs to ensure quick and cost-efficient solution in case of problems.
In developed countries, these toilets could be useful and eco-friendly solutions in outdoor spaces such as national parks, golf courses, and roadside facilities. Considering innovative factories and technologies present in these countries, whenever possible, the idea is to source materials locally in order to shorten the distribution process and allow the services to be added just prior to delivery, reaching a competitive advantage over competitors. From the warehouses, materials are transported to sites overland through road and rail transportation by using existing well-structured and functioning paths, such as European freight corridors and United States large-scale railway lines. If it's not possible searching materials locally, we opt for an intermodal transportation. The first part of the journey is made by liner and multi-purpose ships that are cheap transportation means designed to carry all sorts of different loads in a single voyage. Materials are loaded onto ISO box containers that once unloaded can be directly carried onto train or truck to conclude the last part of the journey.
In the third world, sanitation logistics is critical for community well-being, but ethical challenge must be addressed for positive impact. Access, cultural respect, sustainability, and community involvement are key considerations. Ethical challenges are: ensure fair access to sanitation service, regardless of location or economic status. Integrate logistics with local cultural practice to enhance acceptance and avoid conflicts. Choose sustainable solutions that balance environmental impact and practicality. Collaborate with communities to develop tailored solutions and ensure resource efficiency. Prioritize solutions with lasting benefits, avoiding short-term gains. Uphold transparency in operation to build community trust. And lastly, promote local economic growth through sourcing and employment opportunities, avoiding dependency. Ethical sanitation logistics in the third world requires a careful, inclusive approach, fostering positive change and sustainable development with communities.
Coming back to the point of corporate social responsibility, CSR strengthens corporate community relationships. The Gates Foundation distributes innovative toilets that save and improve lives for a while. The debate will address moral and social responsibility issues that may arise. Corporate social responsibility in a strength in which companies act to social responsibility to society stakeholders and themselves. The Samsung Electronics and the Bill Gates Melinda Gates Foundation develop a safe household use prototype toilet for the relevant toilet challenges. This is a great form for Samsung and Gates as they work together to bring it in Renewable Toilet in 2019. This example is the nano membrane toilet, which was made by scientists at Cranfield University in the UK. The machine is made for use in the home and doesn't need water or electricity to work.
Underdeveloped countries suffer from poor infrastructure availability, a matter that affects the distribution of toilets to needing communities. In Central Africa, this is noticeable in the limited availability of airports, shipping ports, rail and road network. Waterless toilets should be transported as cost-effectively as possible, so the usage of air transportation means is not recommended, since it represents one of the most expensive ways to transport goods. The cheapest way to get products from a location to another is by container ships. However, Africa's ports have a very low quality and a weak port traffic flow. Moreover, shipping final destinations are usually not the port, another reason to use complementary forms of transportation like road or rail. The rail network, though, is not particularly developed in those areas, meaning that we must rely mainly on trucks to distribute these sanitation systems in this part of the world. In fact, around 80% of goods in Africa are transported by trucks, but only 43% of roads are paved, leading to challenging routes and limited weight capacity. In conclusion, collaboration among governments, NGOs, local communities and commercial partners is crucial for an efficient waterless toilet distribution, and continuous technique adjustments and research developments are essential for this particular program to be successful.